Hey, welcome to Barb's Craft Room. Yay, it's been a long time since I've been in here. But I recently came into this. Um, my husband ordered stuff on Amazon and he got a whole bunch of this brown paper in the box. There was a lot of it. So we rolled it up. He helped me roll it up. And it's 12 inches wide. So standard paper, copy paper, is 8.5 by 11. So after rolling it up, I decided I was going to cut it. And I cut it at 8.5. So it's 8.5 by 12. And what an easy way to get a bunch of pages for your junk journal. Find yourself some paper that comes in a package. And I was fortunate that it was all the same size and not torn or anything. So here it is, 8.5. And I have taken, I'm trying to cut it as straight as possible, but nothing is as easy as it looks. And that one won't make 8.5. So we'll use this for something else. But look at all these pages I got for 8.5 by 11. And what an awesome book that would make, right? So a book is usually about 15 pages. So when I fold this in half, it's going to be 6 inches. 6 inches is a little bit bigger than, what we normally make. But it's okay. We're going to put 15 pages together and we're going to make a book. So, sometimes when you put these 15 pages together, they're a little longer on that edge anyway. I don't know. Brown paper just seemed to be perfect. And it's a little thin, but it's okay because I can add regular paper to it. Now I think this would be perfect for a digital print, which I don't work a lot with digital papers. I try to do everything myself. That's 5. I'm going to do 15. Anyway, can you see me? Can you see me folding this? I know it's boring watching me fold, but we'll get it done. We'll get it done in a hurry. What's that? 7, 8, 3, 6, 7. 8, 9, and none of this would be, none of this is book pages or copy pages. This is free paper. That's what we like, right? Free paper. I like free paper. I don't know about you. I have always liked to recycle anything. I have recycled bullets, jewelry, cardboard. And when I found junk journaling, and you recycle everything, it was it just touched my heart. And I just can't quit. I don't know what it is. I just can't quit. Do I have 15 now? Since I haven't been counting, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, I got 15, if not more. So we're going to stack them together. And we're going to make us a book. And it's all a natural bookie. This was more than 15, but it's all right. I couldn't ask for anything better. You know, the good part about making I don't know if you like journals that are perfectly straight, or if you like adding ruffles and sticks all out, or how you like your journal. No, I didn't count either. $12. Okay, I had 17. I'm going to leave it at 15. So there is a nice journal right there, just out of brown paper. And it's free. There we go. And then, you know, when you're putting this all together, you could use even this as a cover with just add your paper to the front. You know, let's give that a whirl. Let's give that a try. I think what I'm going to do right here, right now, I think I'm going to stitch these together. As they are. We're going to make us a book. We're going to see what it turns out. After all, it's just paper, right? It's just paper, and it was free. So let's do it. It's not going to be perfect. Who likes perfection? Not me. I'm not a perfectionist at all. At least not that kind of a perfectionist. Let's come on. There we go. How is it going to turn out? I have no idea. But we're going to soon find out. So it's not straight this way. It's not straight this way. It is just a bunch of brown papers, and we're going to stitch them together. And I think I'm just playing, and you're playing along with me to see what happens. But that's the best way to play. The best way to play is just do it. Just do it. Isn't that a Nike commercial or something? Just do it. You never know. You might love it if you just do it. And we all know how to stitch, right? It's going to be a 3-hole stitch. I'm using wax paper. I have an awl. And oh, it was so easy to poke that thing in there like that. And then at the top here, insert. That wasn't exactly on the spine. And I lost that hole. There we go. There we go. That's it. This appears to be a very flimsy kind of paper, it would probably fall apart real easy. So I am thinking, in order for it not to fall apart as fast as it could, let's put the needle away. Put the needle away. Okay. A good thing to do, probably, ahead of time, would have been to reinforce each one of these with masking tape, maybe. That would give you assurance that it would be a nice, solid bind, I guess. But I'm not worried about that. I now have a book. Look at that. What a beautiful book. Now, what papers do I have here that I could just use as a book? I know I have a kit. Where is that? Give me a second. Like I said, I just sat down here. No thoughts, no plans. Hold on. I do have a bunch of paper. Well, that's not where the kit was. Okay, I found something that I could use. I found it. It's called House of Roses, and it's Stamperia. I have a lot of these little packages that people have randomly sent me as gifts. You know, as a crafter, I tend not to go out and buy a lot of stuff, but when they ask me, what do you want for your birthday? I say, oh, buy me some paper. Buy me this, buy me that. Oh, what beautiful paper. This is a really pretty paper. Now let's find what could be the front of our journal. Look, they got journal cards. Oh, and they're double-sided. That's even nicer. That's a really pretty front. And that would make a pretty cover, unless you want a bird. That's a pretty. All of these papers would definitely make beautiful pages, and it has some nice cards in it. So, what shall I use? I'm thinking I like this bird. We're going to start with the bird. The bird is the word. And now I could just fold it in half. That would be pretty, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do a page at a time. And this is 6 inches. 6 inches. And I'm thinking here. Each one of these, it's a little wide for me. But I could keep it at 6 inches. I've never made one like this. I'm going to keep it at 6 inches. So I'm going to make this cover. All of my pages would be at 6 inches, but not really. If you cut it at 6 inches, it would be perfect. And it would be a little bit too wide. So I'm going to have to make it at, I'm going to make it at 5 3/4 maybe. I want that birdie in there, so I'm going to try 5 3/4. If not, it would have to be 5 1/2. And then this way, it's 8 1/2. Of course it is. I cut it that way. 8 1/2. Oh, I'm going to take off this green because I don't want the green on the bottom and not at the top. So 8 1/2. But I'm going to do 8 1/4. Yeah, I think I'm going to do 8 1/4. That way it would give it, look at that. That is perfect. So my cover, my pages would be 8 1/4 by 5 3/4. So I should cut every one of these at 5 3/4. I'm still thinking, I'm going to go in here and look. I'm thinking 5 1/2. I'm going to go 5 1/2. On all the rest of them will be 5 1/2 by 8 and, what did I say? 8 1/4. 5 1/2 by 8 1/4. I'm going to cut all of these pages. Five and a half by 8 1/4. That looks better. I'm going to cut this to 5 1/4. I mean 5 1/2. Remember I said I might change it? Well, I just did. So that's the front and that's the back. And then inside of my book, I can put these these printed pages, or I can just put, I think that's what I'm going to do. I need 30 pages. So that would be, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 18. I only have 18 in there. Maybe I could get some. I have 18. This would make 18. I could get one of these colors of paper and put the other half solid. That's what I will do. Now I know you don't want to sit here and watch me do all this. So I'm just going to just do this first top page. And then I will cut all these pages. I don't know how to do, I'm not a professional videographer. I don't have help. I do what I can do, and it is what it is. So to be to have a, do this in a hurry, cut it and restart it, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to go fast either. Fast forward as I'm filming. Don't know how. So it has to be what it has to be. Anyway, that's going to be a really nice book. It's really soft with all these pages. Before I do this, before I close it up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a ribbon and put a ribbon under here around it so that it would tie closed. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, it is what it is. I know people don't like to hear that, but I'm going to say goodbye. I hope you try this. I will come back after I cut all these pages and go again and show you how in part 2. Or maybe I'll even glue them in, and I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Bye now.